My name is Arturo. I'm with Next Gear Academy. Today, we're going to talk about 5 costly mistakes people make when it comes to their vehicles. Now, we're not going to necessarily be specific in order or anything like that. Just overall, a picture of 5 things that people do. Just being in the industry over 10 years, I've seen quite a bit. So, number one, people not getting a written estimate when they go to an automotive repair facility. So, and this doesn't necessarily happen where people do it on purpose. However, you do have some people that do it on purpose, and I want to say maybe that's about 10% of the industry, if that. So if you go in, for example, to get like a water pump replacement, okay, um, they tell you it's going to be $1,000, okay, and then you leave, and when you come back, it's $1,100 for whatever reason. A lot of times, what happens is that somebody might have ordered the wrong part, so then they have to get a different part, and that part may be a little bit more expensive. So that's a mistake that somebody could make, right? On the flip side, though, somebody that did make a mistake and just purposely trying to do a little bit of harm could increase the price or add a part in there that they forgot to quote you on. And when you come in and then you tell them, "Hey, I'm here to pick up my car," you told me it's $1,000. They tell you no, it's $1,100. It's in all reality, what the repair facility should do is they should take care of you. But you do have some people out there that unfortunately don't do good business, right? So those people typically don't last long. Those shops don't stay in business for long. That's the good thing. So number two is choosing price over quality. So that this is a big one, you guys. I have seen vehicles get towed to one of my shops because they hired like a mobile mechanic, right? Now, I'm not saying all mobile mechanics are just do poor quality work. However, a lot of mobile mechanics have a hard time, especially in environments like here where I live in Colorado, where it's really, really cold outside, and they have to work outside, right? So to save an extra few bucks, you hire a mobile mechanic, or you just go to a repair facility that doesn't offer any kind of warranty. They allow you to bring your own parts. They don't have qualified technicians there. So those cheap repairs, unfortunately, could bite you in the butt, right? And when that does happen, it does get very, very expensive. For example, I had a guy who had a Cadillac. He had to replace his timing chain tensioner. So for those of you that don't know, on a Cadillac, that is a very, very heavy duty job. So our repair facility charged or quoted him X amount of dollars, right? He found a mobile mechanic that would do it for about $2,000 cheaper than what we had quoted him. While the mobile mechanic went out to do that repair, tore it down all the way down to the chains just to realize that he didn't know what he was doing. Well, that car got towed back to my facility, and unfortunately for him, we had to actually charge him about like $2 or $3,000 more than what we had originally told him, because of all the stuff that mobile mechanic had lost in parts, damaged. So we had to go in there and retap parts, re-drill. Um, it was a nightmare job. Okay, so that does happen, right? So be very, very careful. We've also seen where a shop, they take it to a shop that doesn't necessarily work on these kind of things. However, they got quoted a very cheap price because they want to get started in that line of work. Well, they break a bolt, right? One bolt can ruin someone's day. It can ruin someone's week. Right now, I've seen the craziest stuff happen. Where a bolt can cost thousands of dollars in repairs. So, anyways, do not choose price over quality. You guys, very, very important. Ignoring the warning signs and delaying the repairs. Okay, that is another big one. So if you hear your brakes are making noise, if they're squeaking, most repair shops do free brake inspections. Go get them looked at. They're not going to charge you anything. I mean, worst case scenario, they're going to give you a quote, and you're going to think it's too expensive, and it goes back to the price over quality kind of deal. But at least go get them looked at. on average, it depends on your vehicle, on how much a brake job should cost. If you want, price it out, and most repair facilities are within about $50 to $100 of each other. The biggest difference is going to be the warranty. So, I mean, especially when it comes to brakes, it's pretty straightforward. If you have a shop that you trust, go there, and they're going to take care of you. If you already have an established relationship, you hear the brakes squeaking, go get them looked at. It might just be brake dust that's stuck there, but at least go get a free inspection. If your car, for whatever reason, you feel like it's driving weird, it's making this awful noise, go get it inspected. Go make sure that you are safe on the road. Don't ignore the warning signs, because something super simple could turn into a costly repair. Especially when it comes with like suspension. Suspension is one of those things that, um, you know, you definitely, if you feel something's off, get it inspected. Because if you don't and you just delay the repairs, not only does that specific repair get more expensive, it could cause damage to other components, which can also get more expensive. And on top of that, if you wait too long, something else somewhere else could break, and that's going to cost you a lot of money too. So then you start piling work on top of work on top of work on top of work, and then it becomes unmanageable. But if you take care of it as these things come up, you'll be perfectly fine. Um, so another one is not researching the repair shop, you guys. Is another big one. Okay, so like if you have a BMW, don't go to a Toyota specialist shop, because they might take the time of day to look at your vehicle, but it's gonna take them a lot longer than if you go to a shop that does those kind of cars, that works on those kind of cars, that specializes in those kind of cars. There's shops out there that specialize in all year make models. The shops that we specialize in in all year make models. So do your research. Don't take your vehicle that has a horrible misfire into a shop that only does tires. Um, so, because it could cost you, they might want to start experimenting and getting into that kind of line of work. They're going to use your car to experiment. So, very, very important. Do your research. Find out, the repair facility. Look at their warranty. What kind of warranty do they have? Will they be able to back up the work that they do? Are they ASC certified? Stuff like that is very, very important when it comes to servicing your car. Um, this one kind of gets us all the time. Okay, so now fully understanding the problem your vehicle is having. Okay, so for example, let's just say that your car is having a rough acceleration, and you're having a hard time explaining that to the repair facility. Okay, so if you take your car to the shop and you tell the shop, hey, my car feels like it has a lack of power. Okay, well, lack of power and poor accelerating, even though they might sound similar, they are two different things. Okay, so you have to be very, very clear in when you're telling people the problem your vehicle is having, especially if your car is an older vehicle, because um, the repair facilities that have ASC certified technicians, those technicians are highly trained in finding problems with your vehicle. If you go up to them and you tell them, "Hey, my car is having problem accelerating," they're gonna focus on the accelerating part. They might see other problems somewhere else around your vehicle. However, they're going to focus on the accelerating part of your problem. Um, if you tell them that your car has lack of power, they might see that your car isn't accelerating well. However, they might also, you might have another problem that is causing lack of power. So they could fix the lack of power, which in theory might fix the accelerating problem that you have, but it might also not. So be very specific about the things that you have, and and try to give the best explanation possible when it comes to repairing your vehicle. Um, so that is it for the five things that could cost you a lot of money when it comes to your vehicle. The bonus one is a lot of times people that buy their vehicle from the dealership, um, without you realizing, you're actually purchasing like an aftermarket warranty. So I would highly recommend that you call your dealership and you ask them, hey, when I purchase this car, does it come with an aftermarket warranty? And they'll tell you if yes or no. I mean, there's a ton of aftermarket warranties out there. I can't count the amount of people that we've asked that question. So we just get into the habit of asking, like, hey, do you have an aftermarket warranty? They'll tell us, oh, I don't know. I don't think so. And then we tell them, why don't you call the dealership you bought this vehicle from and find out. They'll call us back, hey, you know what, I do. And then they'll give us the contract number, the phone number, all that stuff. So very, very important, you guys. If you bought your vehicle within like the last year or two, I would recommend you call your dealership, ask them if you have an aftermarket warranty that was purchased at the time of purchasing your vehicle. That will save you a ton of money when it comes to these big repairs. Because a lot of times you just pay your deposit, whatever that is. It's something that's $100, sometimes it's $200, and then the aftermarket warranty will take care of the rest. So that's it, you guys. Hit the like and subscribe button. We're gonna be posting more videos like this, or we're gonna be talking about automotive, both consumer and business side of things. So stay tuned for more. Thanks. Have a good one.